Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Dreamlight and today I'll be doing my playthrough of Lone Wolf. Last time we met the two survivors down here, Gunn and Van. They were trapped inside the room with all the crystals that was keeping them alive, and they asked us to find a way out for them. And we did that last time, and now we're heading back to them to report the way out. So that's where we're continuing off from now. Though you had some concern that the door to the crystal chamber might close behind you, that fear was unfounded. The massive Shanty barrier is still wide open, the room within echoing with the sound of familiar voices. The whole village just gone? Leandra's voice carries a little kindness as she answers. Only for now, Gunn. Lone Wolf and I saved several others in the mines, and a few in the village hung on desperate it all. Rockstorm will be good as new by summer, you'll see. Van sighs. I do miss home. I miss those rafters with my family's names carved in them. I miss that iron swing on the porch your father built for my youngest. Gunn, who has fully recovered from his attack of nerves, is now smiling happily at the older man. Do you also miss that bossy mother-in-law of yours? You were always complaining about her. Yes, but I will never admit I said that. Van's levity fades after a moment's silence. I just cannot help but be a little scared of leaving. I think about going through that door and I just seize up. I start shivering. I do not know why, but I feel afraid to go. Well, we cannot get you back soon enough for my liking, Leandra tells Van. This chamber, these crystals, there's just something about them I do not trust. After what you have seen and what little Leandra has told you about her experience with them, you can understand what she means. Everything about these crystals has proven dangerous. Leandra, can I have a word with you? You ask, silently urging her to follow you to the other side of the chamber. Van and Gunn have been surviving here with no water or food for years. You can see it with your eyes that they have changed, and I felt sick when I got too far. I am certain nausea would have passed, but... You glance at the pale, thin men with worried eyes. I want us all to get out of this chamber, but I am not sure they can leave it, Leandra. It may actually be dangerous for them. What are we waiting for? Gunn shouts excitedly and sprints off towards the exit. All I have wanted for years is to get out of here. Feeling that the worst is about to happen, you instinctively make a run for the door, trying to catch Gunn. He is too fast, however, and he slips your grasp. Eventually, Gunn barrels out the door and into the hallway beyond. Oh, that's not good. Gunn only gets a few steps before he screams in pain. All at once, his already wizened body starts to age and decay. His hair begins to fall, his skin tightening as it dries. He staggers against the wall, arms and legs shrivelling until little is left but grey flesh over brittle bone. No! Leandra screams from across the chamber with Van. Lone Wolf, help him! Yeah, so they're kind of stuck here, it seems, for now at least. You run to Gunn as quickly as you can in a desperate attempt to save him. You try to talk some sense into Gunn before it's too late. Resorting to the mind over matter discipline, you carefully draw Gunn back to the chamber, or you intervene immediately, letting your sixth sense guide your actions. Yeah, let's draw him back. Don't want to scare him by, like, running up to him or anything. There is no time to lose. Every second robs Gunn of what little life he has left. You reach out with your mind, grasping him as carefully as possible. Too much pressure could easily crush him in his current state. You gently lift him off the ground and pull him back into the room. No, not the light, he wails haggardly, his tortured throat sounding as dry as bone. I cannot go back in there, please, let me out. Weak as he sounds, the moment he returns to the glow of the blue crystals in these walls, the ravages of time stop, and his body is no longer withering away. Van sinks down to his knees next to Gunn, tears in his eyes. His calloused hands fold gently around the younger man that now looks many decades his senior. Always rushing off, never stopping a second to think, he sobs. I guess I should have listened, Gunn whispers softly. I never listen, do I? Van clings to his frail hand. Shh, save your strength. We can make it out. We can make it the room, he says. Looking around hopefully, the room will save you again. Leandra is kneeling beside the fallen man as well, though his eyes are open and his withered chest is still rising and falling. Her expression is grave. She looks up at you in sorrowful silence, shaking her head. You manage to get him back into the chamber, but the damage he sustains is just too severe. Even the healing light of these crystals is not enough to bring him back now. Gunn is dying and he knows it. No, Van, not this time. I'm going home, he murmurs, his voice starting to fail. Just not the way we imagined. Weak as he is, Gunn manages a small smile for his friend. Please, Gunn whispers. Lone Wolf, are you still here? His eyes have clouded over, taking his sight with them. You step closer, head bowed in quiet respect. I am, Gunn. I'm so sorry. If I had just moved faster, I might have been able to pull you back before it went this far. This is my fault, my lord, the fading man says past lips as dry as desert sand. Do not blame yourself for this. I just want to thank you. Before you can protest, he continues speaking with what may well be his final breath. Thank you for giving us hope. Please take this to remember me by. It is all I have, but I want you to keep it. God, this is sad. His trembling hand reaches into a pocket and takes out an outworn leather lace. A small chip of glowing crystal has been attached to it, a tiny facet likely taken from these very walls. He reaches up as far as he can, offering it to you. Even as you reach down for it, life leaves him. The amulet falls into your grasp, his steeled hand falling to his side in silence. Man, I actually forgot all about this little segment. When I was playing it, I remember that there was something about people in a cave, like that was keeping them alive. I forgot all about this little sad moment. Oh man, this is awful. Ooh, that's pretty decent actually. Although, I think mine gives quite a few stats, doesn't it? Oh yeah, I think mine's a bit better. Van curls up against Gunn's body, sobbing as his friend departs. I do not understand how, why, he was healthy just moments ago, managed to gasp past his tears. You speak in a hushed voice. I think these crystals have been sustaining you for so long that your body depends upon them. As soon as Gunn left the room, their connection to him was broken. Their power failed. And all our years without food and water caught up to him, Van finishes sadly, understanding the nature of this place now. He looks around at the walls, comprehending just what Gunn's death means for him. He can never leave this place. The same power that keeps him alive truly is keeping him a prisoner. I mourn your loss, you tell the poor man, but Leandra and I have to continue on. Our mission is an important one, and we must not delay. Leandra glares, but she knows you are right. We will not forget you. As soon as we are done, I swear, I will try to find a way to free you. She hugs Van tightly before standing up. I promise, I will not leave you trapped down here forever. Van nods. He believes she will try, even if he does appear to have little faith that she will be successful. Resigned, he leans back against the wall beside what remains of his only friend and bids you a safe journey. Oh, now he's trapped in here and alone now, that's even worse. Unable to do any more for Van, you turn away and soberly leave him to his solitude. Leandra leaves with you, silent for quite some time before speaking again. Perhaps the relics of the Shanty truly are cursed. They only seem to bring misery and pain to those they touch. She shakes her head before you can answer, dismissing the morbid thought. Like you, there's nothing she can do but focus on the here and now. Together, you head through the hallways you cleared, taking the path you had hoped would lead Fan and Gun to freedom. Nice. Thanks to all my amulets and stuff, I don't need to worry too much about getting my strength up now, which is good. Oh man, I got more endurance than health vitality now. To be fair, I kind of like that, because you do need a lot of endurance if you want to keep attacking. Chapter 2. There you have a passage that could lead to the surface. Your goals require staying down here and exploring deeper. You and Leandra venture past the area you cleared before and continue deeper into the ancient Chantilly labyrinth. Silence has lingered for most of the way. Gun's death weighs heavy on you both, as does the idea that the power of this place poses such potential as both a great blessing and terrible curse. The quiet has almost become awkward when you start to sense a power of a different sort. This energy washes over you like waves of shadow, passing your mind and leaving echoes of pain and madness behind. This is a power you have sensed before. You reach out, catch Leandra by the shoulder, and quickly pull her to the closest cover you can find. She starts to complain, but as soon as your eyes meet, she understands the situation is dire. Your unflinching glance silences her completely. The quiet comes not a moment too soon. Up ahead, you see a red shape step into the tunnel from a side hall. Clad in robes, the figure is gaunt and grey. You instantly recognise this new foe for what it truly is. Well, I think I remember what this enemy is, actually. Listen to me carefully, you whisper to Leandra. That creature is a Fordak, a being of dark and terrible power. If it finds us, I will not be able to shield you from its foul magic. I have to slay it first, and you have to stay back here. Her eyes are shouting protests, but she remains quiet. Once you are sure she will not get into danger, you steel yourself for the battle to come. Oh yeah, I remember this guy. Don't remember what he actually does in combat though, but I remember him. As a predator that revels in superiority over its prey, the Vordak stands defiantly alone and seemingly unprotected in the middle of an empty chamber. Its lineaments are distorted and monstrous, but you cannot but notice its leering grin, an expression of bloodlust. Your thoughts fade, and after a moment, all you can feel is torment. Oh, here we go. I don't remember how hard this guy is. But I'm sure me and Wolf Buddy can deal with it. Look at that pace. Of course he goes first. That's a lot of health. Oh, stop trying to affect my mind. Oh. Not gonna lie, buddy, I feel like that mace is a bit heavier weapon for you. You seem to be struggling with it quite a bit. Right, now that I've done my taunting, let's do some attacks. Also, it's immune to hemorrhage damage. That could be troublesome, as my whole axe's deal is hemorrhage. Oh. Man, these power struggles with this guy is quite tough. Alright then, let's see, let's give me the old quick attack as well. And then let us do my little coup de grace move I like to do. There we go, nice. Oh, he's not alone. Okay then, I see how this is. Well, in that case, let us, because I doubt I'll be able to stun you, let's stun this guy. Nice. And on you, let's get a hemorrhage attack in. Right, and now, back to you, sir. Let's mind over matter you. On. Ooh. This might hurt. Nice. Too bad the hemorrhage doesn't work. And yeah, let's go into defensive for now. I doubt it. Ooh. Ooh. Well, that's messed up. Ah, he's draining my life. Yeah, kick him away. Oh. Oh. Sealing my Kyberlies. Okay, this guy's a jerk. Let's... Oof. Yeah, combine attack. Let's get all that damage on this guy. Right, do the heavy attack. Uh-oh. Ow. Right, potion time. I wonder, does that seal my... Oh no, I don't think it seals these. I think I can still use these. I just don't have enough Kai. Interesting. Okay. Now then. Quick attack. And then, let's see. I might not be able to hemorrhage you, but can I burn you? Yes, good. Okay. Oh. Okay, all the boys are out. Let's... Yeah, I'm gonna use this. Yeah, I didn't think I could stun the middle guy, but get those two out of the way, that's good. And bam, bam. There you go, the burning should finish you off now. Hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Right, okay. Note to self, those guys are tough. Right, well they're stunned, let's recharge some endurance. Hey, my Kai disciplines are free again. Just in time for me to call in Wolf Buddy. There he is. Pat pat. Chomp chomp. Good job, boy. My turn. Oh. Sorry, Wolf Buddy. I didn't have much luck as you did. Let's try again. There we go. And will this finish you off? Yes, nice. Oh. Ow. Oh, check. Oh yeah, of course they're stinky boys. Bam. Yeah. Get bleeding back. There you go. Heavy attack. Oh, almost got ya. Go on, finish him off, poison. There we go. Nice job, Lone Wolf. Pat pat, good boy. Yeah, killed the soul sucker. Let's see what he got me. Ooh, what's this one? Removes all harmful effects. That could be useful. Oh, got my explosive bolt back as well. Nice. Let's pop that elixir on my belt. Seeing as though I freed up the space. Right, I gotta remember that's the cure-all effect. Okay. The Vordak recoils from your last strike, screaming in rage as it crumbles to the ground. Its body pulses once with profane light, and then burns away into putrid-smelling mist, leaving behind only the rags of a ruined robe and a glowing crimson jewel. Leandra, who had been running up to see if you are injured, spots the jewel and moves towards it. Look, it left something behind. Perhaps it's another Shanty artifact. You anticipate Leandra's move thanks to your sixth sense. You jump at Leandra to prevent her from touching the gem. You try to warn Leandra about the gem. Now let's actually stop her with this. You sense that curiosity has overcome Leandra and that she is about to reach out for the Vordak's gem. Having fought these things before and knowing what happens when they die, you catch her and pull her away from the pulsating jewel before she has a chance to try. Leandra, you raise your hands in peace. I am sorry for the rough handling, but you must understand, that crystal is nothing like the others here. You point to the gem on the ground, its sanguine light brooding in the shadows where it rests. That is the very heart of that creature. When a Vordak is slain, it leaves behind one of those, a stone willed with the dark magic of Nar. I carried one for a short time, you tell her. I still bear the scar. Leandra sighs, embarrassed at her total lack of guile. So I have to thank you again for saving me. I am grateful, she admits hesitantly, but I do not have to like how high the tally has gotten, Feral. Despite her tone, Leandra's look is so petulant you cannot help but laugh. She looks momentarily outraged as you chuckle, and then, unexpectedly, her scowl breaks and she laughs as well. Alright, Lone Wolf, she says after a few moments, actually calling you by name. We should press on. She takes a deep breath and starts off down the passageway, leaving the gem behind without another glance. Good for you, Leandra, showing some restraint. I am looking forward to the terrible danger ahead, where you are helpless and I finally get to save us both. You coming? Noxious chamber. That sounds like a pleasant place. Let's give it a quick meditate, because I'm lacking in all fields. Nice. Thought I'd give it a chance that time. Right, let's move on. The tunnel eventually widens out into a large chamber with a peculiar panelled ceiling. The room also has several interesting carvings with some of the patterns, but you cannot make them out because your vision has started to blur. A terrible scent lingers. Something caustic that burns your nose and twists at your stomach. Every sense is screaming at you that the air in here has turned foul. Poison, you gasp. That makes sense. This could be some kind of a toxin, something the Shanti used in creation of the cubes, or a side effect from doing so. Instinctively, your thoughts go back to the bas-relief you discovered near the surface. You could not make out the meaning of some macabre sculptures when you saw them, but things are now getting gruesomely clearer. Leandra steps back quickly, pulling a scarf off round her nose and mouth. Her eyes look weary, worried. I remember the tales I've heard about this place. There were all these scary details about necromancers and dark rites. She ties the scarf in place as she continues. I always thought it was just folklore. Coughing, she shudders. I should have paid more attention. You feel the urge to step back where the air is cleaner, but you also notice motion in the adjoining room. After gesturing Leandra to go, you cover your face and take as deep a breath as you dare. Through the archway that separates the two chambers, you manage to spot a strange, glowing mechanism surrounded by a visible cloud of noxious vapour. There are Gaiaks tinkering with it, but no matter what they do, they cannot seem to make it stop. You can also make out other silhouettes in the middle of the fog, Jakurim corpses lying on the ground. If this room is dangerous, that far room will surely be lethal. Gaiaks are highly resistant to poisons and toxins. That explains why they still stand. You are still trying to figure out why they are here or what they are trying to do when you hear furious Jakurim voices in the distance. Peremptory orders that are being shouted in rage. Egnaget, turn it off! As dire as the situation may be, it is clear that in order to get through the next chamber, you will need to deactivate the Shanti device. Before you can consider your next move, you realise that you have spent too much time near the poisonous cloud. The gas has affected you much worse than you thought. Sudden dizziness overcomes you and you start to fall. Flailing madly with your free hand, you grab at the nearest torch. Your weight pulls the burning brand free and you plummet anyway. The torch streaks through the air and you clang your weapon against the floor when you land. One of the Jakuran warriors looks in your direction. In spite of your waning senses, you see him making wide gestures in the distance as he orders the Gaiacs to kill you. The Gaiacs rush to obey their charge, and they charge, eager to take advantage of your weakness. You struggle to rise, knowing that if they reach you before you stand, they will kill you before you can fight back. A volley of small crossbow bolts hurtle through the air above you, slamming into the Gaiacs and breaking their charge. Though none of them fall, the barrage buys you time you need to defend yourself. Nice one, Leandra. I said I wanted to repay you for saving my life, Leandra shouted. Are you so eager for me to do that now? Pat pat, pat pat, pat pat. Rather than reply, you raise your weapon and prepare to fight for your life. The odds are wildly against you because of the insidious poison in the air. You can barely see or breathe, while the Gaiacs are unaffected. These savages will offer you no mercy. Defend yourself or die. Well, chill there. Chill there, book writer. Come on then, Gaiacs. Lone Wolf may be hindered, but he can still beat you guys. I hope. Oh yikes, that's quite a bad poison. Bam! Alright, you jerks. Eat this. And blast! Nice. Yeah, you think you had the advantage on Lone Wolf? Nah, Lone Wolf's just getting started. Quick attack. And as for you, buddy, heavy attack. Bam. Yeah. Even with an advantage, you're still just Gaiacs. Yeah. Good thing I didn't call in Wolf Buddy. He has no protection. Yeah, let's loot them while we're dealing with poison gases, sure. Your body burns for clean air and your pulse pounds, but the last of the Gaiacs has been dispatched. Across the chamber you see the Jakuran beyond the cloud. They are howling in rage, but they cannot cross the room they are in to reach you. Ha ha. Much as you want to turn back, your mission demands you go through the same room. Somehow you have to enter that chamber, disable that device, and then defeat the Jakuran that will surely attack you the moment you deal with the poison. You just have no idea how to do it. As soon as the adrenaline of the fight fades, you start feeling sick again. All of a sudden you feel Leandra grab your arm and pull you back to safety. Though you know you cannot retreat, you understand that she is doing as soon as you reach the hallway and fresh air fills your lungs. Leandra looks worried, if not angry. What are you trying to accomplish? She points up at the grid of angled holes in the ceiling. That ventilation system is drawing the poisonous fumes up and out. She waves her arms all around. If that was not here, even this area would be lethal. As it is, this room is still unsafe. You can't just stand there and wait for the poison to kill you. No matter what, we have to deal with that device, you tell her once you can speak again. I will go back and deactivate it. You have to trust me. She seems unable to decide, but finally she lets you go. I won't be able to help you again, she says, looking at you intently. Just be careful. You nod and get back to your feet, concentrating on the challenge ahead. You know that once you are inside, you will only have a few moments to pick a strategy. Make a mistake and it may well be the last choice you ever get to make. Even though you know you have no time to waste, you want to study your surroundings. You trust your sixth sense as you enter the noxious chamber. You try to reach the device as quickly as possible. Let's not rush in. Closing your eyes, you let your mind guide you. Psychic energy reaches out, examining the chamber in ways your normal senses cannot. There is a small passage, practically invisible to the right of the entrance to the chamber with the device. You'll have to get quite close to Jakurum and through the toxic cloud, but you may be able to reach it and avoid the poison altogether. It is a risk, but it is one you have to take. You are surrounded by poison gas, but your gamble pays off. You manage to reach the narrow path and escape the fumes before they take you down. The tunnel is utterly dark, but the air is clean and seems completely safe to breathe. Gathering yourself for a moment, you clear your head and start into the shadowy passage beyond. Seretar's hideout. Definitely dangerous to meditate here, let's not chance it then. Let's just have a little meal. Let's see, which one's the little meal? Not that one. This one. Num num num. There we go. Now let's head off to Seretar's hideout. By the time you reach the end of the dark hall, you can tell you are being followed. Though you cannot see behind you, your other senses tell you that it's not a Drakkar or a Gaik behind you. The footsteps are too quiet and the scent is human, with no trace of dark iron to it. You saw where I went and you took my lead? You ask quietly, knowing who will answer. Leandra's voice is a welcome one. Of course I did. There was no way I was going to wait for you to come back. She moves closer now that you know it is her back there. Together you enter a small room, its looming walls carved from stone, the colour of deep black shell. You must not be too far from the surface here, and the sun must have risen outside. You know because a blade of light makes its way through the cracks in the ceiling, giving you some relief from the darkness, though you can see nothing until your eyes adjust. There is another scent here. You and Leandra are not alone. Come out, you say, weapon in hand. I know there is someone else here. After a moment, a figure shimmers into view. Sensing the magic even before you see the man wielding it, you move to put yourself between him and Leandra. The wizard raises both hands peacefully, lifting them from the deep sleeves of a tattered robe. Please, he says calmly, fingers spread and holding still. I have no wish to harm you. I was only being careful because great evil walks these halls. You nod, slowly lowering your weapon, but staying between the wizard and Leandra just in case. You must have many questions. I will answer what I can. The man lets his arms come back to his side, making no sudden movements. Allow me to introduce myself. No need, you say. The man bears a striking resemblance to someone whose face is burned forever into your memories. You are kin to Vonatar. As you speak, you tense, ready for anything this man might try. Vonatar the traitor. The wizard sighs, looking down in shame. You need no introduction either, last of the Kai lords. My name is Seretar, and yes, to my eternal regret, you are correct. Seretar leans heavy against the wall, his hands retreating back into his sleeves for warmth. I am a renegade from a family that has solely betrayed Summerland and the Kai, but I may be able to redeem myself, Lone Wolf. He bows his head, placing himself at your mercy. Will you at least speak with me? Hear me out? You want to know if the mage has anything to do with the enemy presence in the temple. You ask Seretar how he reached the temple and why. Yeah, let's ask him how he reached it. I don't want to assume he's a traitor. Reluctantly, you accept the mage's offer. Leandra is dubious as well, but a curious look has appeared on her face. As you wish, Seretar. I make you no promises, but I will hear you out. First tell me, why are you here? How did you reach this place and stay alive when so many others have tried and failed? Magic. Serotar answers with a soft smile, a faint glint of pride in his tired eyes. Of course the wizard would answer with magic. The gift of magic has always been strong in my family, and I am no exception. That used to be a matter of great honour for us. After my brother turned traitor, however, my strength became a source of suspicion in the Brotherhood. The shame in his voice is tangible. I left to try and find a way to reclaim my good name and restore the reputation of my house. I searched for a long time before discovering this place. Fortunately, while my travels have been exhausting, they were not fruitless. I have discovered a great deal about the crystals here and, through my study, a way to harness their power. Like it or not, Serotar's skills and knowledge may prove critical for the success of your quest. Despite your misgivings, you decide to trust him. Speak, Serotar. Tell me all you know. Serotar shares his knowledge with you. I know there is a force of Jacurum nearby, and I know you need to get past them. I was scouting the tunnel that brought you here when their Gaiax accidentally activated that Shanti device. What's more, there are other agents of the Darklands here, even beyond this chamber. My chamber here is surrounded, and it will help us all if we can defeat them. You cannot help but lament your misfortune. You have survived the Noxus chamber only to find yourself trapped between it and another contingent of Jacurum. Leandra notices your frustration, as does Serotar. Fortunately, the wizard says calmly, I have discovered a way to use Shanti magic to create an amulet, one strong enough to see you safely through the death fog. It will be empowered much like the cube you carry. Your hand moves to your pack defensively. How did you know about the cube, mage? Serotar folds his hands into his sleeves. Calm yourself, Lone Wolf. I have been down here a long time. I know the energies the relics of this place gives off, and I know the effects they can have on those who touch them. When he pulls his hands from the depths of his robe, one is clutching a small Shanti cube of his own. Serotar holds it up, its dim light flickering like a candle trapped in amber. He turns the cube so you can see the small crack across one of the engraved sides. I discovered this, a cube of my own. It is damaged, sadly. Can you see the crystals that shimmer beneath the facet? You could consider it to be damaged, but there is a power actually emanating from the crack. It has sustained me for some time now, Kai Lord. Thanks to its radiance, I have survived without food or water. Serotar's words cannot help but make you think about Fan and Gun, one trapped and the other gone. Beware the cube, mage. If you spend too much time relying on it, you will become unable to survive without its power. I saw the deadly consequences of this with my own eyes. Serotar's composure seems to tremble for a moment, but the wizard steels himself, regaining his wise and knowledgeable demeanour. I thank you for your warning, and I will heed your words, Lone Wolf, he replies. But for now, my familiarity with Shanti magic is instrumental to the success of your mission. My studies have taught me how to use a small amount of my own life force to imbue the energy of a crystal into a vessel. I will use this energy to create an amulet that will protect you against the machinations of that poisoned device. I know it will work, but I lack the crystal and the vessel I need to proceed. Now, of course, you want me to do a fetch quest. You nod slowly, having expected something like this all along. That is where I come in, is it not? Some tasks you cannot perform for yourself? Serotar gestures to a small map he has carved on the surface of a pedestal in the middle of the room. It is, Master Lone Wolf. There are 2 chambers near here, both house ancient Shanti shrines. He rubs his arms as if feeling some phantom pain. The shrines have proven too dangerous for me to explore, but you will be able to find a crystal in either of them. What about the vessel? Where can I retrieve it? Serotar points to another spot in his diagram, marked with the engraving of a skull. Here. That is where I wanted to set up and carry on with my research. Unfortunately, a Vordak roams that hall. I had no choice but to sneak away. I understand, you say, starting to move towards the chamber's only other exit. Then you turn to Leandra. I'll be honest, and I don't like the idea of leaving you here, Leandra. But I don't know how this magic works, and you have been lucky enough to survive when you crossed the chamber to follow me. Are you just leaving me here? She protests. Let's say that I need you to cover my back, you reply while winking at her, hoping that she gets your meaning. Leandra seems to understand you are not speaking about the Jacurum. She nods slightly, then she turns back to Seratar, addressing him with a friendly voice. I hate to say it, but the Pharaoh was right, Seratar. I will stay here. I am especially interested in your discoveries, though. Will you be so kind to tell me about them? Seratar looks quite enthusiastic, eager to divulge his discoveries to someone bright enough to understand what he has accomplished. Hey, I could understand him, I just didn't ask. You reluctantly leave the two, studying the rough map once more before you set out. Lone Wolf isn't dumb to understand, he knows, he's smart. Oh boy, here we go. So we've got question mark, and Shanty Archives. There you go, so these two are for the crystal, this one's for the vessel. Let's see, do I prefer to go to question mark or question mark? Such a tough choice. I might chance with question mark. You enter a wide chamber, its smooth walls lit by dozens of enchanted torches that burn without smoke and do not flicker at all. Their flames rise straight up, glowing columns of light in a room where the air itself feels heavy and oppressive. Ahead, you see raw carnage, several Jacuran bodies pierced and bleeding across the tiled floor. There is no sign of their attackers, but the bolts sticking out of their bodies are slender and needle-sharp. These lethal instruments have impelled the soldiers from all directions. On the far side of the chamber, you spot what the troops lost their lives trying to obtain. There, on the pedestal in front of a tall sculpture, you see a reliquary emitting red light from within. Corpses litter the room, a warning that the chamber itself might be deadly. However, now that you have seen the red light, all you can think about is seizing the reliquary and keeping it for yourself. Instinctively, you make one step towards the sculpture, then another. When it is almost too late, self-preservation forces itself to be heard. You suddenly realise the room is filled with lethal traps. Unless you wish to die like everyone else here, you must figure out a way to avoid them. See, I don't know that one. Thanks to your kind discipline of mind over matter, you draw the reliquary to you. The cheat move. Even though it's hard to concentrate, you strive to focus on your surroundings, or you rely on your dexterity to cross the room and reach the sculpture. Man, I've been relying on this one a lot this episode, but let's go for this one again. Go on, put it to you. Of course, your powers can overcome an obstacle as simple as a floor covered in traps. You reach out with your mind and lift the reliquary from its sculptural perch. Reaching out, you bring it close and take hold of your prize. The reliquary is yours now, but the red crystal is affixed to its base with powerful magic. It is richly adorned, but it proves quite sturdy as well. You try frantically to get it open, but the gem will not come free. Fortunately, you have your cube with you. You hear it humming inside the Carillion bag, and eventually you also spot the engravings of a Chianti lock in the stone. Like the door that trapped Van and Gunn, the reliquary is completely locked down. Perhaps your cube can defeat this lock the same way it did the other. Oh boy, here we go. Lone Wolf may not be stupid enough to understand the wizard stuff, but my brain and these puzzles, that's a different story. Alright then, cube, let's do this. So then, let's see. So if that goes down, and that goes out, bam! Yeah, I'm starting to think differently with those puzzles now. I'm starting to get it. He says as he spends another God knows how long on the next puzzle that comes along. Let's not taunt the cube puzzle. The red crystal comes free, falling into your grasp. You have struggled so hard to seize this prize, but now, really? I feel like I just literally force pulled this thing over to me and then just meddled with the cube like twice and then whatever. But now that you have it in your hands, you just feel empty. The desire that burnt and raged in you is finally gone. Instinctively, you let the reliquary fall to the ground. As it shatters into pieces, your mind is finally free from the chamber's influence. You have what you came for. There is no time to waste, and you have no desire to linger here. Pocketing the gem, you turn to leave the chamber as quickly as you can. As you leave the chamber, you realise that you are not alone. A Drakkar steps out of the shadows, trembling and laughing hysterically. You feel uneasy as you look at him, realising he could only have hidden from you earlier because you were so intent on recovering gem. The Drakkar mumbles something you cannot understand, pointing his finger to you. Your backpack, covered in blood that is not his, he has clearly lost his mind. Did he hide because of cowardice, or had he sent his companions to their deaths on purpose? Maybe he wanted to do the same with you. How close were you to succumb to the same madness before you finally claimed the crystal? You grab your weapon, knowing all too well how this will end. The Drakkar, however insane he has become, is still a treacherous soldier of the Darklands. He raises a red-streaked war horn, blowing it before you can react. From the sound of heavy iron boots approaching just a few seconds later, you know that you will be in for a hard fight if you want to leave this chamber alive. Well, I'm all set to go, it looks like. Let's deal with an insane boy. What if he has some, like, insane status effect? Uh-oh. He's got a burning sword. Oh, of course he goes first. Blow the horn! Wow, they're summoning in Drakkar with the horns now. That's not good. Yeah, got my turn in now though. Prepare to get sunstormed. Hurrah! Yeah! Yeah, criticals all the way around. Ding ding, ding ding, ding ding. Alright, let's stun you, sir. Bam! Someone feeling a little dizzy. Now let's... Heavy attack should finish you off. Let's go for it. Oop. Didn't register my first movement there. Interesting. And now for you, sir. Wolf Buddy. Join the party, friend. Yay! Pat pat. Good boy. Chomp chomp. Be careful with that flaming sword though, boy. Combine attack. Yeah, get bleeding. Quick attack. Just because. Oh, someone feeling a little woozy, I see. I could finish you with the heavy attack, I guess. Yeah, sure, let's go for it. Bam. Stab. Like it's nothing. I think I did that all in one turn, didn't I? Pat pat. Good job, boy. Can I take that flaming sword? Nah. The Chikurim lie slain around you, no longer barring your escape. Just before you move past and leave, a gleam of gold catches your eye. It comes from the shadows where the mad Drakkar had been hiding. You move closer to investigate and discover that a hidden door has opened in the wall, revealing a small vault beyond. You fear that this can be another trap or an illusion, but what you see inside seems entirely real. There, hanging on a carved stone rack on the wall in front of you, is an ornate golden shield. The craftsmanship of the shield is ancient but exquisite, especially the detailing of its crest, a Shanti symbol inlaid with utterly black obsidian. Yeah, this sounds like a trap. The shield bears no scars or signs of use. You cannot tell if it has ever been carried in battle. It may simply have been crafted for ceremonial use. Whatever its purpose might have been, the shield looks well balanced and sturdy despite its fine appearance. It could help you in your quest. This wondrous shield might be the real reward for one true hero capable of surviving the chamber. Who knows how many doomed fools have tried to seize it and failed. They are all dead, unworthy. This prize is surely a testament to your strength of your will. You have earned this prize. All you have to do is claim it. Lone Wolf, you're sounding a little insane. Eager to equip the shield and carry it in battle, you take your reward before you go. You renounce to the shield and leave the vault in all haste. A new shield would be nice, but at the same time, this thing's clearly cursed, right? Like, we're not got any, like, allusions to the fact that the shield is plainly cursed. Like, Lone Wolf was going, like, pretty much insane with, like, this is mine, I deserve this sort of attitude. You know what? Just for entertainment, let's do this. You are a great warrior, your skill in battle unmatched. You can recognise the fine craftsmanship of a shield such as this one. While you do not like the idea of bearing the symbol of Shanti necromancers on your arm, you are certain that an armourer in Rockstorm will be able to replace it. Once the emblems of the Kite Order and the crest of Somland have been emblazoned the shield, it will be a fine companion to the Summer Sword, a powerful bulwark to match your peerless blade. Yeah, I'm going insane. Leandra is waiting for you, and you are eager to show her your reward. You approach the wall and claim what is rightfully yours. The moment you touch the shield, your world becomes pain. Agony tears through you like a bolt of lightning, coursing down your arms and into your heavy chest. The power of your own greed overwhelms you. Gripped by pride and avarice, your heart explodes. Your body joins the many others that litter this floor. One more victim to this false relic and the law of cursed Shanti magic. Your adventure and story ends here. Wow. Yes, but had it been different. There you go. So that was obviously a trap, but, you know, for entertainment's sake. Let's get back to... Yep. But now we do the actual smart thing and just, you know, renounce the shield. Something is not right here. You feel that your greed is being tested still, even more so than before. Whispers of arrogance are echoing through your mind. You force yourself to hear them for what they are, lies intent on trapping you through avarice. The red crystal is the only reason why you came here, the only thing here you actually need. You force yourself to focus on that, and finally you see more clearly. What is truly appealing to you about this Shanti shield is not how sturdy or maneuverable it appears. The allure of this thing is its strange engraving, and the way its golden surface shimmers in the light. It is so beautiful, so hypnotic. You shake your head, refusing to succumb. The moment you decide to leave the shield on the wall, you feel its dark magic fade with every step you take away. Your will is your own again. You know, except for in that other timeline where you died to it. You can now leave this chamber of blood and greed. There is a mission to complete, and Leandra is alone with a mage you have very little reason to trust. You only need one power crystal to complete Seatara's ritual, and there is no time to spare. You must move on, and you have to do it so quickly. Yeah, so I'm guessing I can't head off to the other chamber. Yeah, I thought so. Can't remember which path I chose last time. Place recording of enemies. Okay, let's not meditate then. Oh, I only need endurance. Do I have any mushrooms? Mushrooms, you hear? No mushrooms for Lone Wolf? Oh well, let's use some of these small potions then. Wow, that does quite little now for Lone Wolf. There you go. That's just a little bit of a top up. And then let's just briefly do this. Oh, you see me click that. Ah. Oh. There you go, again of me being greedy. Damn you, Lone Wolf. Well then. Hi guys. Ow. Well, let's get some experience in this ability. Yeah, get stormed. Yeah, didn't like that, did you, stinky boy? Heavy attack. I think I left that battle with more endurance anyway. That's good. What it cost me really was about 300 vitality. Not bad. Spoils! Oh look, there's the mushrooms. Ah, that ring's kind of crappy now. They'll probably sell for a little bit. Right, and I see I got that powder flare thingy. Or power flare. Let's see, let's switch that out with you. There you go. Right, let's get back on course then, to the Shanty Archives. You reach the doorway of a chamber so large you cannot see its far side despite the presence of several bright torches lighting your way. This looks to be some kind of immense vault or archive. Tall stone cases containing what may well be hundreds of Shanty artifacts. Moving through the room, you spot several well-armed Jakurim and their Gaiac slaves. They appear to be searching through the cases and shelves, examining every piece of stone or strange length of metal. Some seem utterly inert, while others cause great pain to those falling enough to touch them. Past them all, you hear the inhuman voice of their taskmaster, a frightfully gaunt grey man in the scarlet robes of a scholar. This must be the Vordak that Seretar mentioned. With a Vordak leading them, these soldiers will be even more formidable. To find a suitable vessel for Seretar's ritual, you have to defeat them, but how? A frontal assault would be suicide. There has to be a better way. Of course there's always a better way, Lone Wolf. You're smart. You charge at the Vordak in order to dispose of it first. That's, yeah, we're talking about smart here, Lone Wolf. You lure the Vordak's minions away from their master. Yeah, that seems more like the good course of action. Gathering up a handful of loose stones, you step back into the hallway and toss them against the wall to make a little noise. The Vordak, distracted by something it is researching, hisses at some of its minions to investigate the sound. You stay hidden until the last of them is in the hall with you and out of sight from the rest of the archive. Then you leap from the shadows and attack, taking them by surprise. Yeah, my turn to get the jump on you. Hi there, guys. I really want to get some experience in this ability, so please stand there and take it. Charge up my Storm Laser! Blah! That's an impressive ability. Now then, for you, sir. Bam. And a jab. Now, as for you, sir, with your burny sword, you can get combined attack. Ooh, almost got ya. Let's see, let's give you the old heavy. Ooh, jerk. Ooh. I'm on fire! Ah. Alright then. Let's give you the old Mind Over Matter. Oh, you're gonna get it now, son. Wallop. Finisher. Uh-oh, here comes the big boy. Hi there, sir. Let's get my insurance up. Right then. That didn't help me too much for right now. So, let's give you an explodey bolt. Bam! And then, just for good measure, another bolt. And let us call in Wolf Buddy while I can still use my disciplines. Here, Wolf Buddy, you wanna try eating this guy? Pat pat. Right then, heavy attack time. Nice. Doubt I can use, yeah, doubt I can use them just yet. Quick attack. Uh oh. Come on, fight back, Lone Wolf. Wallop. Right, let's go defensive. No, don't swallow my soul. Come on, click, 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 click. Ah! Yikes, my health. I'm gonna die to burning damage at this rate. Yep. Come on, heal, heal, heal. Oh crap, I can't heal. Well, this might be the end for Lone Wolf, good sirs. Come on. Come on, Lone Wolf, fight back. Come on. Yikes. It's still recharging. This isn't good. Oh god, he keeps clashing with me. Let me have a move. Oh, I should have done that. Why did I do that? I just killed myself. Damn it, Doomlight, you dummy. The adventure does not end here. Let's restart this battle and not get burnt by that guy this time. That really put me at a disadvantage. And also, let's not use up my somersault abilities on these guys. Right, now. You get stunned. Now let's deal with you. Combined attack. Nice. Nice damage. Right. Now. Get heavied. Jab. Right, let's gain some endurance back. Oh boy. Well, at least I can use my somersault move now then. Now, do I use that or do I use this? Huh. Well, you're still stunned, so let's do this one. Don't worry, I still have Kai power for my abilities. There we go, and you get burnt. Right then. Oh, my turn just ended. Oh no, not this move. I hate this move. Come on, click, 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 click. Come on, Lone Wolf, come on. Yeah, get back in your place, sir. Right. Let's not get too crazy. Let's heal up. And can't use anything else there just yet. Let's not waste the potions just yet in case I need them. You're recovered. That's not good. I should probably deal with you first, seeing so you're burning and your armor's weakened. There you go. Just get all that damage in on you. And heavy. Oh, damn it. Ah, of course, hemorrhage. Jerk. I wonder, can I explode you while you still have that burn effect on? Yes, I can. Nice. Right, now then. Quick attack. And now let's think about this. Oh, your other fire effect worn off, okay. So I'm going to yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Going to go into Sixth Sense mode. There we go. Nice try. Yeah, get that damage. And then let us call in Wolf Buddy. Come on, Wolf Buddy, claim your prize. Oh, almost Wolf Buddy, almost got him. Here, let me finish him for you. Yeah, eat that, you jerk. Now then, as for you, sir. Yeah, let's give you a poison bolt. And oh, that's fine. Waste your turn on drinking. It's fine to me. Yeah, chomp chomp. Yeah, got my turn in first. Yeah, eat that. Yeah, you tell him, Wolf Buddy. Jab. Yeah. Pat pat. Good teamwork there. Man, those guys are tough. It's that damn life drain ability. Ooh. Ooh, that looks nice. Free intelligence, 2 strength. I mean, that's just straight up better than that ring there. Although, I could put it there. to my going all in on the strength build with my accessories. Yeah, let's go with that. The battle was a long one, and it took its toll on the archive around you. Many of the shelves were knocked over, their contents shattered. Those artifacts that were not lost to combat had already been ruined by the Thorduk's rough search. While a few items might remain intact in here, you doubt any of them were the vessel you seek. Fortunately, the raiders may have done your work for you. Nearby, there is a locked chest with the same Dakurim symbol you saw on the back near the beginning of this misadventure. In all likelihood, this chest of valuables contains everything from this archive the Thordak considered too important to leave behind. Its scrutiny might prove to be your reward, assuming you can get the chest open without ruining whatever it holds. Well, I mean, of course we're going to pick the lock. Got to get that lockpick minigame in there. Let's see. Oh, well, there we go. Man, these puzzles have been really nice to me today. With a few skillful twists of your pick, you defeat the lock on the Thordak's chest. You examine the chest carefully, making sure there are no hidden dangers. Satisfied that it is safe to open, you do so. Inside you find 3 items of note. The first is an ornate amulet carved or craved in Shanti fashion. Though you sense no power within the pendant, it might well serve as the vessel Serotar needs for his transference ritual. You also find 2 blue crystals, much like the ones you have seen before. These are small and the light within them is not very bright, but they may still be of use to you. The chest also contains useful supplies that enemies have brought here from the tag. Ironically enough, you shall be the one who takes advantage of them. Ooh, pie. Pie. Oh, another removal harmful effects. And that elixir of intelligence again, which I'm not on good terms with. With the blue crystals and the vessel safely tucked away in your pack, you take a moment to reflect on where you need to go next. There is no time to waste, but rushing off without a plan could be more costly than being cautious. You have a red crystal and everything from the Thordak's chest. Though there may be more searching you could do in these tunnels, they're all the components you need for Serotar's Shanti ritual. You should head back to him now. Right, is it safe to meditate here? I doubt it. Yep, crawling with enemies. Why can't you be a shopkeeper guy? Damn wizard. Now let's sort myself out then. Yeah, well, I've sucked up on these. Let's use one of these. And then, where's my mushrooms? Lone Wolf wants his mushrooms. He's been without them for too long. Nom 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 nom. There you go. Now let's go back to Leandra and the wizard. Though you had reason to worry for Leandra, she is quite safe when you return to Serotar's chamber. Of course, they probably just had a nice chat with a cup of tea. She and the renegade wizard are sitting together on the floor, talking animatedly about her prototype engine and the uses you already discovered for Shanti Cube. Master Lone Wolf, you hear Serotar say as you approach, you have made it. Rather than respond, you hold out the crystal and the vessel. Will these do? This was all I could find without taking a lot of time. We do not have to search for more. The mage rises and looks over what you have. Your insight serves you well, Lone Wolf. He takes the crystals and the vessel, the amulet of Shanti you make, and examines them closely. The blue crystals are not what we need for this ritual, as you know. They hold a great healing power, but that is not what you need to survive the cloud. You must repel its influence altogether. After prolonged exposure to the poison, healing yourself will not suffice. Serotar's attention now focuses on the red crystal. This one, on the other hand, will do. Nicely. Thanks to its energy, I can craft a talisman that will ward off the death fog for whoever wears it. You will be completely immune to its effects. Leandra stands up and returns to your side with a frown on her face. Will it only protect one of us at a time? He nods, setting the materials down on the pedestal in the middle of the room. Sadly, even my knowledge of Shanti magic is limited. If I tried to make the amulet powerful enough to protect you both, it would likely cost all of my life force to imbue. Your life force? What do you mean? Asked Leandra. The crystals radiate great power by themselves. However, in order to work within the artifacts they need, a spark, what source supplied the spark in the Shanti rites of old? I do not know yet. Serotar sighs. Resorting to my own life force is the only means I have found so far. I doubt the Shanti wizards did the same. They must have known another way. But this is not the time for such speculations. Let us delay no longer, Master Lone Wolf. You hand the red crystal over to Serotar when he asks for it, wary but willing to trust for now. If the mage is going to betray you, now would be the time. Yeah, he's got everything he wants. Serotar takes the crystal in his left hand, and he lays the other one on the amulet where it rests on the pedestal. He utters some words in the ancient language of the Shanti, and a red light flows between the crystal and his body. You can see the energy being channeled through his outstretched fingers into the amulet itself. When Serotar has completed the ritual, only scarlet dust remains in his hand. The amulet starts to glow, rising off the pedestal to hover in front of him. It's rising a little bit too much there, buddy. You might want to bring it down a bit. Summoning all his arcane might, Serotar speaks the last words of the rite and seals his great work. He has magically forged a crystalline amulet with a pulsing heart of red. The amulet settles into his grasp, empowered and complete. Serotar, however, does not stop glowing. The ancient energy, he whispers in pain. It is too great. It is going to... An explosion of light and force detonates all around the wizard, hurling him across the room. The shockwave is enough to knock you and Leandra off your feet, but you are otherwise unharmed. You quickly get to your feet and run over to Serotar. He is badly burned and breathing past ribs that sound shattered. Blood trickles from both corners of his mouth. With an agonized cough, he stares up at you, only one eye able to open. Never call up, he groans, his voice weak and fading. What you cannot put back down. The talisman. Is it still... You nod, holding it up for him to see. When Serotar realizes his sacrifice was not in vain, he looks both resigned and relieved. His eyes go stiff for a moment, yet they widen again at the thought of one last desperate chance. He looks up at you again, his right hand pointing to your backpack. The blue crystals you found, Master Lone Wolf. I might still be able to unlock their magic and heal myself. His eyes look pleading, and as soon as Leandra hears his words, so do hers. You hold the power to save this man's life, one who was so close to a traitor and yet did not prevent his betrayal. Did he even want to stop him? Perhaps his amulet is a trap, one last chance for his bloodline to destroy the Kai Lords. Moreover, can you really rely on his craft? If you trust him, the blue crystals will be destroyed. You could keep them for yourself for later. You might even be able to use them to cross the chamber and avoid the risk of his amulet altogether. Whatever you decide, you have to make up your mind. In spite of your doubts, you still think that Serotar deserves to be saved. You won't help Serotar. His motivations are unclear and the amulet may be flawed. I mean... apart from all the past stuff, he hasn't given us any reason to think he's bad now, and also, you know, he's in a lot of pain, clearly, right now. be kind of cruel to just let him suffer. Sirtar is kin to the man who betrayed Summerland and destroyed the Kai Order. Even burned and dying, he bears a strong resemblance to Vanatar that it hurts you to look upon him. Even so, you cannot bring yourself to condemn him for the actions of his brother. Exactly as well, it's not his fault, it's his brother that did the action. You have no proof that he has been anything but forthright this entire time. Much as you fear you may regret this decision, you nod and offer the broken mage both blue crystals. Sirtar is very weak, but holding the raw crystal in his hands, he manages to draw the energy he needs from it. A sapphire light rises up out of the crystal like a wave, flowing through his body. In its wake, all his pain seems to vanish. Leandra has been silent and she takes a deep breath before speaking her mind. I know you have every reason to be weary, even angry, but I think you did the right thing, Lone Wolf. She adds softly before stepping away. I know you wanted revenge, but this was the right thing to do. Now that his wounds have been purged, Sirtar is well enough to move again. He sits up on the cold stone floor and clears his voice to speak. Thank you. I will never be able to atone for what my brother did, but at least I have managed to be of some use to you now. Once I have recovered, I shall return to Toran. Self-pity and seclusion will not make things right again. Years ago, Vonatab destroyed your whole world. Now you have saved the life of his kinsman. Before you go, I would like to express my gratitude once more. His right hand recesses in the wide sleeve of his tunic. Then he hands out to you a signet ring that bears the emblem of Brotherhood of the Crystal Star. Please take this. I have not felt worthy to wear it in a long time, but in giving it to you, perhaps both it and I can be redeemed. Interesting ring. Going all like Kai discipline build, I guess that would be very good. You want to make sure that Sirtar will not be easy prey for the raiders that roam these halls, but he encourages you to go on with your mission. I am well enough to defend myself now if I must. You came here with a purpose. He smiles, trying to show both strength and confidence. I do not wish to keep you from it any longer. Go now, Kai Lord. Go and finish what you came here to do. With gratitude, you and Leandra turn back toward the dark passage that brought you here. Back to the noxious chamber. But that is going to be for next episode. So, quite a roller coaster of things happened in this episode. We had a sad moment right at the start where we lost our friend down there. And then we had a whole moment of greed up here where a lone wolf in another world actually died. So yeah, that's going to be see how this goes. See if the wizard was true to his word in the gas chamber with his pendant. That being said, I've been Doomlight, thank you all for watching and have a nice day.